Well, good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day here in Maryland. We're supposed to go up to near 70 degrees today. And I figured the yard has dried out a good bit, and it's probably a good time to get the stone in the bottom of this Skidder Shack. So I'm going to put some fuel in the skid loader here this morning. From recommendations from everybody saying I should probably cut out some of this sod and this dirt and the grass in here. I'm probably going to do that. And another reason why I'm going to do that is because I got about 6 inches of clearance from the top of the skid loader to the roof of the shed here. So if I'm going to add a few inches of stone, I'll just take a few inches of dirt out. And I might even put some of that billboard material on the ground underneath the stone so that the mud doesn't work up through the stone. So that's the plan for today. I got a delivery, not a delivery, I got a customer coming to pick up 12 campfire bundles. So when he gets here, we'll show you that. We got to run the skid loader up on the hill, get a few buckets of stone, get it spread out, and see how this works out today. So stick around. So I needed a new fuel can for diesel fuel, and my buddy told me that these Wavian, I guess they're like a Miltech type can, were really good. It's pretty heavy duty, it's got a nice spout system, locks on really well, holds 5 gallon. This is a Wavian brand. There's a lot of other brands that I looked at, but this is supposed to be one of the better ones, so this is the one I'm using. So we'll dump this 5 gallons of diesel fuel in the skid loader, get it fired up, get it warmed up, and I'll take you up on the hill with me. We'll get a couple big bucketfuls of crusher run, get this dug out, and see how it works. I also got the dividers up on my last row here that I'm getting ready to start. Last week you saw me cutting all that cherry up, a little bit of that cedar that was next to the last row, and none of the dividers were up. So I came over here this evening, or a couple evenings this past week, and put all my dividers up. I'll spin you around and show you that here in a second. But I'm not going to let you stand here and watch me dump fuel on the skid loader. So I'll get this done, I'll show you what's up. Alright, so I figured I'd show you this fuel can that I'm using since I talked about it. A lot of times I get questions when I talk about something and don't explain it well enough, so I try to do better with that. But this is a Wavian fuel can, and I'll put a link to it on the screen here, or a picture of it, and put a link up to it in the description. But like I said, it holds 5 gallons, but what I like about it is that it's rugged, it's metal, it's got 3 handles on the top. And what I learned about this is that it's got the middle handle if you're carrying it by yourself, and it's got handles on the side if you're carrying it with a buddy. So one guy can hold this side and the other guy can hold this side. So that's what the 3 handles are for. But the spout has got a cam lock system. So you pull up on this and you'll see this cam here will move, and it unlocks it and comes right off. It's got a rubber gasket in there. This locks right on here on the side of the can. That's where that's kept. And then the lid of the can actually won't close because it has a positive locking system on it too. So you lift up, flip that down, and the cam actually locks on there as well. And then it's got a retaining pin that will hold it closed so it doesn't come open on accident. So I've never seen one of these cans before, but it seems to work pretty well. Kind of like a military type deal. But that's what I'm going to be using to keep diesel fuel in for the skid loader. So I'll turn you around here, show you the dividers we got up for what was originally row 1. But this year it's row 4 because it's the last row we're getting to. But we're ready to start filling this up now. And as you know, we set a goal for the end of June. So this cherry's here ready to be split. But today, since it's so nice and the ground's dry, we're going to knock out this project. Alright, so here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm just going to try to back drag this out a little bit. I'm not going to make it perfect, but kind of get the sod and the grass off the top take about an inch or two off, and then we'll get some that billboard material down in there and put some stone on it. Getting into some tree roots there, but I think that'll be good enough. Put some billboard material down on the bottom there. Got a couple inches cut out, got past all the mud, slimy stuff that was there on top. I'll get some billboard material, we'll lay that out. So as you know, anytime that you do something, there's always a plan A, and then there has to be a plan B, just in case. Well, plan A is what I'm doing right now, and hopefully the skid loader will still fit in here after I add the stone, you know, because of the roof. But plan B, just in case, is I did not stake the front of this to the ground yet, like I explained to you last week that I was going to do. And I held off on doing that because if it is too high, I'm just going to raise the whole shed up. I'll get a high lift jack, lift each corner up, and put another block on top of the existing blocks. So that's plan B. We'll get this laid out and we'll be ready for stone. I didn't measure and cut this, but I think it's going to be about right. I think that's good. Little open spot here in the back corner, but I'm not going to cut another piece just for that. So we'll call that good. Let's go get some stone. I need to get a camera mount in the skid loader here. It's too hard to hold the camera while I'm running the skid loader. I don't know how many bucketfuls it's going to take. Probably, I was thinking 2, but now I'm thinking probably 3. Where are you guys going camping? Where's that? Chestertown. Good weather this weekend. Is that what they're saying? Nice. Yeah, man, between the part-time job and this, it never stops.
you doing for part-time now?
I'm safety director for Todd. You guys leaving today, you said?
Yeah.
My camper's down at Fort Whaley.
Is it?
Yeah, we've had it there all month.
Oh, okay.
They ran a special. You could keep it on your site for $550 for the whole month of April.
Yeah.
I never knew that. We just found that out.
Really?
And so we did it because kids were off for Easter break, off school. So we went down that weekend. And this weekend, my son has a baseball tournament down there by the beach. So what we would have paid for a hotel, we paid for a whole month of camping.
Right, yeah. 80, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Hope you guys have a good time.
Yeah.
Let me know when you need more. All right. So I had to stop there for a few minutes and load up those bundles you just saw. Guy hit me up on Facebook, and he's going camping for the first time this weekend. Got 12 bundles. So that's done, and this is 3 bucketfuls here in the Skidder Shack. I don't know if you can see because the sun's kind of bright. Bring you in here from this side. But I think I'll spread that around a little bit, knock it down with the skid loader, and then get the rake in here and spread it out and see how that looks. But I think this is going to be enough, and I think this will do the job. So let's get it raked out. All right, so the camping season is in full swing. Those of you that sell bundles, sell campfire wood, I'm sure you're starting to feel it. This is a really good time of the year for sales. Campfire bundles are convenient. And whether you wrap them or bag them, I know that's the great debate, whether to use bags or wrap. But either way, they're convenient, and it makes for easy transport for people that are going camping. Because I don't know how it is where you are, but around here, the firewood that the campgrounds sell is horrible. If you're out west, I know pine is kind of the dominant wood, so that's what a lot of people use. But around here, we have a lot of hardwood, so pine is good for campfire wood. Don't get me wrong; has a nice flame, but a lot of times that pine that you buy is not dry, it's not seasoned, it doesn't burn well, and you know what happens when you have wet wood? You get nothing but smoke, and nobody wants to sit around a campfire that's nothing but smoke. So I think that's why a lot of people get their campfire wood elsewhere. That way they know it's dry, they know it's going to burn nice. And most of the time, especially if you buy it from me, it's more wood for less money. So, just about got all this raked out. I think it looks pretty good. We'll see how the height situation is. Just filling in some low spots. You know what I should do is get the roller down here and roll this. At the same time, I can roll the yard out where it's been kind of rutted up from the winter. So maybe we'll do that next. Maybe you'll get some skid loader action and some roller action today. What do you think? I told you earlier, I'm not sure how well you can even see this because of the sun situation. But that's 3 bucketfuls. Spread out good in here. A few inches of stone. And that'll keep me out of the mud. So that worked out pretty good, I'd say. We got all this rolled out real nice. A lot of the ruts and bumps and holes that were there are all evened out now. Rolled around the corner here, down towards the Skidder Shack. And this is where it was really muddy and tore up down here, where I had kind of been going in and out in the mud a few times. So we got all that rolled out good. I know this isn't going to be grass and this is going to be constantly tore up. But it's rolled out, so there's not a lot of ruts here now. You saw me taking the skid loader into the Skidder Shack. But the guard on the back of the roller for, I guess, the overturn protection is too high to get inside here, so I could only get in a little ways, right about to there. I don't know if you can tell. But I might get a plate tamper or something like that in here and finish off the corners. But the most important part right there at the entrance, it's all rolled down. And I even had somebody stop by and picked up 4 of my IBC tote bladders. You know, I'm constantly trying to get rid of them, so I've only got 2 left there now. I've got 4 new empty IBC totes that are ready to go, so that's a good contact to have. He said he'll take them. He puts his sandblasting sand in them. If he buys it in bulk, it's much cheaper, he said. So that's going to be it for today. We got a lot done in a short amount of time. We got the stone down in the Skidder Shack here. We got the yard rolled out. We made a sale of some bundle firewood, and we got rid of some IBC tote bladders. So I think I'm going to spend the next couple hours here making up some bundles to keep them in stock, because I'm just about depleted from my bundles now. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. I got to see the skid loader do a little bit of work, and we got the yard squared away a little bit more. So that's a constant battle that we're going to stay on top of, and hopefully now that we're cutting grass, we can get it cleaned up a lot better here. So have a great week, everybody. We'll talk to you next time. And don't forget, tomorrow night is the Thirsty Thursday live stream. I almost forgot to tell you. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, our monthly live stream where everybody gets together. We have a few drinks, no matter what you're drinking, water, soda, beer, or bourbon. We all get together and chat and have a good time. So if you can join us at 8 o'clock on the Thirsty Thursday live stream, that's tomorrow night. I hope to see you all there. So have a great week, and we'll talk to you then.